Ladies and gentlemen, episode 4 of Graps and Scraps is here. It's been a long 2 weeks. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. If you guys forgot, I'm Alvito Nate Rivers, my co-host as usual.
As always, Gianni.
And today on episode 4, we got our first guest on the show. We got local wrestling legend, one of my coworkers in the local wrestling scene, Julien Dream.
How we doing? How we doing, gentlemen? Thank you for having me. Local wrestling legend seems like a bit too much, but I'll take it. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Gianni, for having me here. I'm excited.
Oh, we're excited too, bro. We're excited too.
Just talking wrestling, talking some UFC. Don't really get the opportunity to do this with you at work, Nate, so it's gonna be fun to do it here.
Hell yeah, man! And we got a lot to talk about, man. I say let's start with this first. Let's start with the White House card because in our UFC Freedom 250, in my opinion, that was probably the best card we've had since UFC 300.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut anybody off, but to agree with you, Nate, that's like the first time in a while that I've seen a finish on every single fight of like a main card since UFC 300. So that was really fun to see, and it was amazing. Like, wow, we're fighting on the freaking White House, man. Like, the about to get y'all canceled, but uh, take it. Shit, I'm trying to think of the statement before it comes out of my mouth. I should have thought of this. Well, you know what? You know what? Y'all go ahead. I'll think of the proper political way to phrase this. Shit.
So, I think the White House card was fantastic, dude. From the presentation to the fights, everything, like having them walk out of the White House itself, and then from the Oval Office to the octagon in the main event. Presentation was fantastic. Say what you want about who the president is, about where your political stance. That everything about that was fantastic.
Like
Outside of that,
that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, you can support whoever you want, but like at the end of the day, to see, or I'm like, to put it like a personal, like, Sean O'Malley is my favorite fighter of all time. So to see him fighting at the White House after seeing him fighting on the prelims is like something that was just like something I would never even thought I would have seen out of the sport. For spectacle wise, it's beautiful, but like, oh my goodness, the backlash that has come from this one card is kind of crazy.
especially from the one fight that Gianni was looking forward to, the Josh Hogan and Derek Lewis fight. He was looking forward to that one, and that one
Shit
has the most
sucked.
backlash.
That shit sucked. That match was so boring. It it looked like two old people trying to fight.
It was mostly Derek Lewis, man. It looked like he did not want to be there, and that sucks. 'Cause I love Derek Lewis.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
me too.
sucks. It sucks. It looks like Derek's going out sad. It's his last couple fights has kind of been like that. Well, he got his last knockout was what? That one guy, that bald dude. I'm blanking on his name, but
Oh, the
he hit
tall
him
one,
with
right?
the yeah, he hit him
Teixeira.
with the when he hit him
Townsend.
with the flying knee,
Oh yeah, Rodrigo too. That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
and then he went in there against Cortez, right? And he lost, Derek Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's been rough for Derek Lewis, and it's sad to see. But also, he's like a 45-year-old man still doing it in there. What is he doing? Why are we doing this to Derek Lewis, Dana?
There's a YouTuber I watched. He kind of described it perfectly. That Lewis kind of maybe mentally retired, and he just takes fights just to get a paycheck. That's really it.
Honestly, honestly though, kind of gotta respect. I'm like respect it.
I was
I,
gonna
Like,
I
say,
just
with 13 knockouts in the UFC, I think you deserve that, right?
go in, take a loss, or take an easy win and just get a quick little paycheck. Can't
And
really blame
it's
him.
and it's not like he's getting like straight up knocked out. He's kind of just falling to the floor and taking a little bit of ground and pound, and he's straight to the back, and he's fine. So,
yeah, pretty much. And even then, if he manages to win, it's a good bonus too. He has the one punch power, so it's not like he doesn't have a chance at winning.
but did you guys see when Hokic? I can't remember what round it was. I want to say it was. I think it had to been the first because it was a second round stoppage. But he gets Lewis to the ground and he tries to throw him in an armbar, but he doesn't fucking put any bend on his arm, holding him there in like a really awkward position for like a solid 2 minutes.
I respect Hulk's effort, man, but if you're gonna try submission, at least learn how to do it.
Yeah, that shit looks sloppy. It looked like he was a little kid trying to tickle him.
I was watching it there at the ale house, and there's people there who don't know anything about fighting, and they're like, why is he not tapping? Why is his arm not broken?" And it's because there's no pressure in the middle or near the top of his arm for his arm to break. Oh my goodness! But you gotta give a little bit of respect to Josh Hogan, man. He's kind of been thrown into the lion's den these last two fights, and he's come out on top. It's something you gotta respect just a little bit. You can say whatever you want about the character and the gimmick, which is that's a whole other thing on its own. But like, it's the way he fights, man. It's, you just gotta respect it. He doesn't care. Like, you can straight up tell, like, he doesn't care if he's gonna win or lose. He just wants to go out there and just bang.
Which I can respect, but I do feel like his character's gonna get to him eventually, and then skill wise too, I don't think he beats anyone ranked above him. I think like Sergey Pavlovich will find a way to stuff the takedowns and put him out. Cortez Acosta is a good counter striker, so he'll put out Okit too. If Okit tries to strike with him, then Pereira obviously he won't play with Okit at all. Then Volkov, he's a good lengthy guy, so I really don't think Okit goes past anyone ranked above him.
With the whole Pereira thing, that's if he sticks around.
Oh yeah, that's another thing we have to touch on too.
Yeah, the whole division is like depleting right now.
I really hope Dana White just says screw it, whatever, and they give Alex Hokit just to see what would happen. Could you imagine I don't even really think the press conference, but could you just imagine that fight in general?
I feel like it'd be fun because Hoka will make it entertaining. That's what Hoka does. He makes it entertaining, and then Parea's skill. Hoka's got to try to find a way to use his ability against Parea's skill. But Perea, we've seen him defend takedowns for before against Ankalaev. So if he can stuff Hoka's takedowns and keep him standing, that's Parea's wheelhouse right there.
Yeah, with Pereira, I think that's the only thing he can do now. Because like, who are you gonna have him fight now? He took a big ass loss. I think the biggest loss of his career so far, and now he's like, oh, I might be done.
He's kind of being a sore loser about it too. So
Oh,
there's always that kind of route. I think they do the rematch, and if he loses, he goes back to two. Is it 215, two or
It's
205?
205, but honestly, he gained so much muscle and weight. I don't think he could go back down. I think the weight cut would only hurt him more. So I think he's gonna at least stay at heavyweight.
That's true. I think he goes the Francis Ngannou route, and he just goes to boxing.
That could work too.
man, I think he'd kick ass there too. So
He has the one punch power for boxing. He's a kickboxer his whole life. I'm more than sure he's done the boxing. I think a good fight for him would be, oh shit, Wilder, someone who
I
could just swing. Someone who's on his way out. Uh, you could always test the waters with Jake Paul.
I don't know. Jake Paul's kind of a jackass too.
hey, we hate Jake Paul here, but bro's right.
Yeah.
Bro's so right.
I mean that is kind of like a super fight at this point. So if Pereira does leave and hits up Jake Paul, Ngannou versus Pereira could very much be the next MVP pay-per-view card headliner.
Or this is I not to go off track, but since we're talking about boxing, my prediction, the next big Jake Paul fight that we're gonna see is Floyd Mayweather, because if y'all don't know, Floyd Mayweather has gotten himself into some money trouble recently. So do not be surprised if you see Mayweather on that next boxing for Netflix.
That's one Mayweather's just gonna not give a shit about it. He do it for money and won't even care.
And then speaking of Mayweather, we got McGregor next month, boys. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
true,
All
McGregor.
right. Sorry, I'm taking y'all off track on this podcast. My apologies.
Nah, it happens all the time. No worries.
We love it. We love it. All right, what's the next fight that's we're talking about until we get to, the fight?
Um, um, guess
How about the one I was a little excited for, mainly because I like Rufy, but Rufy and Chandler.
that one I told you Chandler wasn't gonna do anything. Rufy was just gonna pick him apart.
Yeah, I think that was honestly just a he or damn fight for Michael Chandler. It was kind of just like, well, it's White House card. We need Americans, and who better than Michael Chandler to represent the USA? It sucks that they put him in there with Mauricio Rufy, but it was really cool to see the comparisons between him and Conor McGregor. Everyone was saying that he's the modern McGregor, stylistically. I don't see it personally, but that's
What
just
the
what it
hell are they
is.
talking about?
I think it's
Um,
mostly like the whole karate style he has going,
yeah,
like the whole stance and everything.
outside of his fighting stance, I really do not see it. Conor wasn't throwing fucking spinning wheel kicks, but or Conor wasn't really using jujitsu as much either. But yeah, that was a 1 round fight. But correct me if I'm wrong. Rufy gets the finish. Chandler just looked sad. His head was getting bopped around by that jab. He just couldn't get around it. Rufy was too long.
Yeah, Chandler's got to retire, man. Full honesty, he really does. He can't hang in the top 15 anymore. Then with the state of the lightweight division, he just get killed by anyone upcoming too.
Yeah, it's funny looking back at all his call outs and seeing him get his shit absolutely rocked. Remember when he called out McGregor on like what was it, Monday Night Raw, where he was like Conor McGregor, and like did anything even happen from that?
No, it did not. They scheduled the fight and then Connor pulled out because of injury and then just they haven't gone back to it. Now Connor's
Yeah,
fighting Max.
I honestly just don't see why they just didn't hold off and say, all right, July 11th we'll do McGregor and Chandler instead of Holloway, and they just could have had them fight at 170. It would have been a good fight for both of them. Chandler has all these losses. McGregor obviously coming off of his broken leg, and they were supposed to originally fight off of the Ultimate Fighter. That had me hot when McGregor pulled out the first time, and then he proceeded to lose all of his Ultimate Fighter matchups too.
I did forget about the Ultimate Fighter. That's right.
All right, well that's enough of wee boy Lil Chandler.
Uh,
What else is there?
I know Julian was excited about this. Sean O'Malley. You want to talk about Sean O'Malley for a bit, Julian?
I'll talk about Sean O'Malley like all day, every day. What's up, Sean O'Malley? Sean O'Malley, if you're listening to this, I'm doing well. How are you doing? I would do anything to get that brand sponsorship. Hit me up. I'll do anything but sexual favors.
I don't know about you, but
Yeah, this is one thing about Gianni. He's open to anything. He'll do the sexual favors if you won't.
goddamn right.
But yeah, well, let's talk about Sean O'Malley, boys.
So I was like very casual UFC up until about late 2023. But Sean O'Malley was the one fighter I did always keep an eye on. Like he was like when he was fighting, I was like, cool, Sean O'Malley's fighting. I'm gonna tune in. Then UFC 299, it was that was where like I fully started kicking off into UFC a lot. And Sean O'Malley being the main event, him piecing up Cheeto Vera, like I was just amazed by it, man. So Sean O'Malley, I absolutely love. And then when he lost to Marab, I was super upset. And then the next lost to Marab, like I was upset about that, man. Now to see him finally back on this and knocking out Zahabi, it's beautiful, man. The Sugar Show is back, bitches.
Yes, the Sugar Show is back indeed. I started watching UFC late or like early 2019 when Conger fought Cowboy, so like around that era. I remember seeing O'Malley in the pandemic fighting Wineland when he knocked him out, walked off when he banged his head off of the. No, that was Alameda, not Wineland. When he pinned his head to the fucking canvas and he just walked off, and that's when I fell in love with Sean O'Malley. And then I found out like his personality, and he plays video games and he just smokes weed all day, and that's what he does. And he fights and he fucks people up and he dyes his hair pink. And like, what's there not to love about this cartoony, flashy guy? Uh, but I watched Sean O'Malley's fights, watched him rise up, and then I saw him fight Aljo, watched him knock him out. I went crazy. I'll send you the video, Nate. I literally like flipped a table at the Ale House. But
I believe it.
if you guys know me personally, it wouldn't be surprising to find out that Sean O'Malley is my favorite fighter. Um, but yeah, the Sugar Show is back. What a performance! Ayman Zahabi was on a 6-fight win streak. Notable win, really notable win was Cheeto Vera, I believe.
Which even then it was a close fight, and given the difference between how Zahabi's fight with Cheeto went and then Sean's fight with Cheeto, it was really obvious what was going to happen.
Exactly. But no better story than an American man facing a Canadian, going in there and knocking him out. It's just what Sean O'Malley needed to do, and he got that big win to get him back into that area of a title shot, possibly.
That,
Um,
that's that's what I was going to ask. Like, do you think he gets the next title shot, or did they give it to Marab and Piotr Jan
I
free?
if I'm Sean O'Malley, I'm sitting down and I'm waiting for or Jan and Marab to fight, and I'm fighting the winner.
I was going to say, depending on the winner of the International Fight Week fight between Sanhagen and Batista, if Sanhagen wins, that's a fight everyone wants to see. I'd accept the Sanhagen fight, and that'd be the next title shot after Piotr and Marab.
That could be a good fight. I mean, a lot of people want to see that fight, but I just don't think it goes the way that people want to see. If you get Corey Sanhagen in there with Sean O'Malley, I think he turns into a wrestler. I think he tries to jujitsu him. Um, it's just like that's usually what happens when you get these two strikers in there. Like that's just what happens. Is one tries to figure out another way to get the other one down, and that's what I thought Zahabi was going to try to do to O'Malley. And surprisingly, his game plan was just to leg kick him, and we all saw how that went. Uh,
Yeah, ate one right across the jaw.
And then, how'd you boys feel about the stoppage? I'm seeing a lot of people saying that it was a bad stoppage. I'm seeing some good stoppage. In my opinion, it was clear that the dude was about to get put out worse. So I think that was an okay stoppage on my half.
It was better to stop it when they did because if Zahabi got up again, O'Malley just would have clipped him once again and probably been a worse knock walk off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Sean O'Malley himself was saying, or he put out the clip of Thomas Alameda. He was like, "All right, if he wouldn't have stopped the fight, I just would have done that." But
yeah. The finish it could have been better. I fully agree. It could have been way better. But the way I see Sugar Sean, the way I'm describing him now that I think about it, he feels like you're a creative fighter in UFC. He's just kick ass. It's really hard to not like him. He looks more different than any other fighter with his look, his personality, his walkout, and the way he fights is just so different. It's hard to like not gravitate towards him and just like him. Like it's really hard to not like Sean. And with the Zahabi fight, I'm just a casual fan. I just saw a random ass dude against Sean O'Malley, and he got slept by him almost. So I don't have much to say about that. I don't know enough about Zahabi to critique him. All I know is that when I was casually watching, Sean O'Malley was the guy, like the fun guy to watch at least. And it seemed like he wasn't really like that as of recently. But as everyone is saying, Sugar Sean is back.
He is indeed back, and building off what you said, like everyone gravitates towards Sean O'Malley. He's like one of the last true stars, or like with star capabilities. Sean O'Malley is it's really his look, everything about him. He's like one of the last true stars.
It's like that was just gonna sound like I'm fucking glazing him, but it's like when you have a guy that can make memes when he doesn't even mean to, like the whole Peter Yan thing when he yelled his name. What's there not to like? He's a funny guy. He's a okay fighter. I mean, there is some things that I could see that some people would not want like about him, but Sean O'Malley's my guy. I love Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And that being said, we can move on to the next fight. I think really the last big fight we have to talk about is the main event. But there was two more fights we can touch on real quick. We'll get it out the way because not really much to it. Bo Nickel and Kyle Dawkins. We'll say on that one, like about maybe 2 minutes before the finish, I said leave it to Bo Nickel to have a boring fight.
And boy, did he prove you wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Bo Nickel's last two fights have been really impressive, actually. Was the one before this the one where he went in there and he head kicked that random guy on
I
the
believe so, yeah.
Uh, but yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with Bo Nickel next. The middleweight division is kind of not dying, but it's almost at that light heavyweight stage where there's like kind of like no names to challenge the title right now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting to see. I think that I think they should do Bo Nickel and they give him maybe like a Jared Cannonier after his fight that's coming up, and
That's
you go.
that's what I was thinking. Or like, because Bo Nickel's ranked 15 by the media, which I'm not talking about the meta rankings because those are absolutely stupid. Those started yesterday. Those are absolutely stupid.
Oh, the AI. What is that, Nick? I know it's like AI that's gonna go forward with the matchups going
Yeah,
forward, or it's
it's meta AI rankings. They're going off like win streaks, opponent strength, and all that. But looking at some of the rankings, they're beyond stupid. Like Mitch Raposo, who won this weekend over unranked flyweight, he's all of a sudden ranked 10.
oh shit.
Yeah, it's the meta AI rankings are very stupid.
Yeah,
But
and then it's probably gonna go crazy because off of records, and then they don't know how to do MMA math, so they
yeah,
just
but Bo Nickel by the media, he's ranked 15th. So and Cannonier's 11th. So yeah, I guess that fight works. Or you give him like Roman Dolidze, who's ranked right above him at 14, just as like another blow off fight for now, and then
I
you
don't
can
know.
move him up against Cannonier.
I think a really good fight for Bo Nickel, like when due time comes, is it's gonna be Brendan Allen. Two wrestler types. Brendan Allen's got the jujitsu that could threaten Bo Nickel on the ground. But Bo Nickel's striking has really impressed me as of recently. He's been going in there in the pocket and he's been looking really clean.
But I'm agreeing with you on that, man. Bo Nickel, we all knew he was wrestling capability, but being able to knock out two people back to back, that's impressive.
I'm the background character here. It's fun hearing you guys.
Hey, man,
This
what
is
can you
so
say,
fun.
man? You're the wrestling guy, man. We all know this.
Yes, I am the wrestling guy.
I'm sorry, Gianni. I just like to hear the sound of my own voice.
It is pretty lovely, I will admit. But we still have what, two more fights to talk about?
The other ones also keep it short and sweet. Steve Garcia, Diego Lopez. Steve Garcia, impressive first round, but you never try to trade in the pocket with Diego Lopez unless you're absolutely stupid.
And not even Diego Lopez. You never try to trade in a pocket with a Mexican, period.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, yeah, I got no opinions. It's Diego Lopez, and I love him.
what'd you guys
No,
think of the band that was playing the music for
Dude,
the White House? I didn't like it for La Chona, but everyone else I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was a really cool like thing to experience.
stupidly impressive, bro. Like, learning multiple songs, some in different languages just for the card. Respect, man.
But I wonder if that's like an actual like the U.S. military band, or if that's like just a random ensemble that they got from like DC or.
No idea. Still super impressive.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to have like a walkout entrance, pretty much. It's cool in like wrestling, it's cool in sports. It's cool in anything where there's a crowd where they can bring on a band, a singer, a duo or whatever the hell. And the fact that they're just purely there just to play their walkout songs, although Diego Lopez's was pretty mid as fuck.
It just didn't sound right, and it's like you're not gonna get the proper tone off of a guitarron from a fucking violin. Like what are we doing?
Yeah, it sounded weird. It
I,
sounded
I,
weird.
I still respect the hell out of them for at least trying, man. It wasn't perfect, but respect for at least trying it.
And then, never mind. I was gonna say I'll tell you this joke on Friday when I see you, Nate. Never mind.
All right then. But with that being said, we got pretty much the main event. And Julian, I know you're happy about the result. You sent me a long ass message with your thoughts on it. You want to share that for the people?
Ilya Taporia. All I gotta say is change your threads bio, bitch.
Did you finally change it, or is it still the same?
It's still this, or he changed his Instagram bio, but he didn't change his threads bio. And yes, I'm hate watching. I hate watched Ilya Taporia. I cannot stand Ilya Taporia. Ever since like before he was even in the UFC, when he was just a fucking random boxer, bro was talking how he can knock everyone out, and then he started coming into the UFC and he proved it. And that's why I was really kind of salty about it, because he was talking to shit and he was standing on business. But then this whole buildup between him and Justin kind of just really put the final nail in the coffin for me as a Ilya hater. Just talked so much. He talked so much, and all his fans are gonna defend it. But he literally said he was gonna knock out Justin Gaethje in front of his father at the White House in his homeland. And what did he do? He went in there and he quit on the stool.
I will say Ilya messed up a little bit. You had him hurt with the body shots. Why would you try to grapple and submit him? Just jump on him and start handing ground and pound. That would have got you the win. Justin was hurt off those body shots.
I honestly thought the way this fight was gonna go is round one, they go in there. Justin tries to control Ilya's like with his jab, which is what he did, which was surprising. But I thought Ilya was for sure just gonna straight up Mr. Fantastic punch his way to fucking a knockout. I thought Ilya's power was just gonna straight up rattle the 38-year-old mind of Justin Gaethje.
Telling me, man, I put money on it and I lost.
Yeah, and I was telling you to don't sleep on Gaethje. I'm not that deep into it, but I just had a feeling like not to doubt Gaethje's ability to beat the living shit out of this egotistical prick. Like I told you, Nate.
You
I mean,
did.
we kind of saw the sprinkles a little bit with the Paddy Pimblett fight, but I did not expect that kind of performance from Justin Gaethje in both fights. I'll be honest. Well, I mean, I did expect it in the Paddy fight. I knew they were gonna go in there, they're gonna strike, and I did think that Paddy didn't have as much of his experience or an advantage on the feet as Justin. But boy, did Justin Gaethje put a fucking whooping on Ilya Taporia, and boy, was I watching with a smile on my face. That second round did have me scared though. Like Nate said, he was smoking him to the body, which was scary to watch. I thought Justin was gonna die, but uh, and then the jiu-jitsu from Ilya Taporia is also really scary to look at, because he was threatening an armbar, but the whole time that armbar was just a secret triangle setup, and Gaethje almost got caught.
I understood why Ilya tried to grapple, but at the same time, you shouldn't have, man. He was already really hurt. Just started hammering the body, maybe, and when he lowers his guard, hammer the head a little bit. Like it was right there.
From what I saw of the fight, like Justin's that dude. Have you seen his last fights and how they've all looked at or like how they've all looked after?
Yeah, and
Well,
it's crazy. Or go ahead, Nate.
I mean, after he was a result of the knockout of a century against Max Holloway, his reputation did kind of go down a little bit because he had knocked out Dustin before that, and then got KO'd in the last second by Max.
But I
So
was
I
about to
mean,
say that was his last loss, and in that fight he dominated the whole fight between Max, and just it happens, you get knocked out in the last second.
Yeah, Max just got that one lucky punch. Yeah, it could have gone to like any one of them.
mm, so I think that pretty much wraps out the White House card. I think, honestly, actually, real quick, who do you think should get the next lightweight title shot? I 100% think it's going to be Armin, but it's the UFC. I could see them doing the winner of Patty and Benoit.
He's been too much of a bad boy. If he like actually knew how to behave and like just sat and was a good boy and sat still, I think Armin would have already been had his title shot. But that's just the way the UFC goes. You piss off Dana White and you're never gonna see that belt ever again.
Which sucks because Armin is a really good fighter. I do like his skill, so he's a really good fighter. But
I just don't think he has what it takes to beat like a top striker for the championship. Does that
fair,
make sense? Does that make sense?
yeah.
I think with his style, he's gonna go in there shoot for a takedown, and the second he gets jabbed, like he's just gonna get shut down.
I mean, Charles almost beat him, so it's
But
Charles. You can't
but
really.
that's Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest lightweights of all time.
Yeah, don't sleep on Charles Oliveira. Come on.
That's what I was also kind of thinking that maybe they give Charles the next title shot and they do a winner take all BMF and undisputed, which I wouldn't like, but it'd be a great fight.
Well,
I
that would
mean,
be a good fight.
that's actually well not a terrible idea, Nate.
It's
Because
not.
they fought each other before. The last time they fought, Oliveira couldn't win the belt because he missed weight. So that would actually it would tie up a lot of loose ends. BMF on the line. I'm not really a fan of that BMF title. I think if you're gonna have a BMF title, it should be automatically for the heavyweights. But
I,
uh,
I was a fan of the BMF title when it was on Max. I
but it's
love
like
Charles, but taking Max down and just holding him, that's not a BMF.
I don't know, man. I think the baddest motherfucker should be able to do all the martial arts.
That's fair.
Yeah, and that's
But it's
Charles.
but also to contradict what I was saying earlier. But it's like how can the baddest motherfucker be 145 pounds? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean that 145 pound man could probably walk up to me and fucking do anything he wanted to me with no repercussions. But
Well, maybe welterweights low key because what welterweights have like a good mix of everything.
yeah,
Yo,
that's
that was
true.
a gross line right there, by the way. A 145er can just walk up to you and do whatever they want to you.
He
Yeah,
probably can,
there's
man. In all honesty,
Foul.
like any UFC 145er could walk up to me and probably beat me in anything.
Oh, you meant beat you.
yeah.
But like
Oh.
like a one but like a 145 pound like person, I could withstand my.
The next fight, Julian Dream versus Demetrius Johnson.
Demetrius Johnson was
Fuck.
125, but even then, DJ would
Yeah,
probably still.
DJ would fuck me up. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Now you have a shot, bro. You have the
But
height advantage, totally.
like 2 seconds, 2 sec. Yeah, what's my fucking height gonna do when he fucking leg locks me and breaks my legs?
Even then, one single leg kick will send an average man crumbling.
But Julian is not the average man.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm the average bitch.
Nah, bro. I was trying to guess you up. Not the average bitch.
All right, well, that's like I said, wraps
That
up the Freedom 250. There's one more
I
thing I want to touch on UFC real quick before you move on to wrestling Gianni's wheelhouse. So this past Saturday, Manal Cap knocking out Kyoji Horiguchi. We all know I'm the flyweight guy, so I got to talk about that for a bit, man. And Manal Cap, honestly, I was expecting him to struggle with Kyoji's wrestling, but it was looking like that when he got taken down in the first 2 rounds. Like coming back with that knockout, man, damn, that was nice.
he stung him with a right hand too, Justin Gaethje style. I was not expecting that from Cape. Uh, what a performance! And a lot of people online were counting him out. They were saying to bet the overdog, or no, they were saying to bet the underdog because it was going to be a crazy upset. That they were saying that Manel Kape just could not get this job done, but he knocked him out. So that's just how the game goes in MMA. Never bet on something until the fight's over.
That's exactly what I was saying, man. I was fully expecting Horiguchi just to completely wrestle fuck him for 5 rounds.
Did he call anybody out after that? Did he say his favorite word?
I forgot what he said, but he mostly just wanted the title shot. He said he'll wait because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Pantoja and Van, so he said he'll wait for that.
He should fight Kai Kara France.
Dakar France is MIA right now, man. He's taking a break.
Is he taking a break?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. I think he announced it like mid last year or like
After
I,
he lost to Pantoja?
I think after he lost to Pantoja, he was like he's gonna take a break for a year or something.
It's because his team's a bunch of fat. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, that'd be a great fight though if they do that. But I don't see the point in giving Manel Cap another fight. He's already racked up a streak. Just let him wait for the title shot, or if Pantoja's not ready, have him fight Van and then give Pantoja the winner of that.
But do you seriously think Cop has what it takes to be champ? I mean,
If
I think if they give him Joshua Van, yes, but I do not see him beating Pantoja.
Oh yeah, I would say the same thing. If they put him against Joshua Van, it's gonna be a fun striking battle. It's gonna be a great fight. But if they put him against Pantoja, Pantoja will just keep him down.
Bro, Pantoja's just that guy. That's my only input here.
I'll let this be known. I hate Pantoja. I respect his skill, but I hate Pantoja. I really do.
Yeah, it's really the most or yeah, you would think like the most cockiest guys would be the ones that are like, the tallest, the biggest, the baddest, but no, they're 115 pounds and 145 pounds and they're talking the most shit.
My hatred for Pantoja mostly comes from him beating Brandon Moreno, and Brandon Moreno finally got his title reign. That's that. I have hatred for Pantoja for that reason.
Yeah, the sweet baby boy Brandon Moreno got fucking destroyed by this annoying little shit.
But I think that safely wraps up UFC. Gianni, now you get your chance to shine. What do you want to hit up first, man? Do you want to hit Night of Champions, Forbidden Door? What do you want to hit?
Shit. I guess Night of Champions since it's already concluded.
Night of Champions on Saturday.
Yeah.
So my thoughts on the whole Night of Champions, King and Queen of the Ring situation. Fuck Jey Uso. Fuck the Bloodline. That's
Fuck
it.
the Uso. Fuck the bloodline.
That's the opinion going around here.
Yes.
Indeed.
I don't
We
know, man. I'm all yeet. I'm just kidding. Fuck Jey Uso. I agree. I could not agree with you two more.
That's it.
Or it's not even fuck Jey Uso. It's just it's fuck whoever's writing for Jey Uso because they're pushing him to the fucking moon, man.
Jey Uso is canonically the greatest wrestler of all time in WWE.
Exactly. Like the way that they're moving him is like I've never seen this with anyone else ever. And I've been watching WWE product like for the last 8 years. I have never seen someone that they've like tried or not forced because I will give Jay his flowers. He did get the yeet thing over organically, but it's that I don't understand how there could be someone with so much hate getting so much of a push, and then you have guys like LA Knight who are sitting on the sides, Finn Balor who's sitting on the sides, who people have wanted to see hold the World Heavyweight Championship ever since it was conceived, or at least the modern one, like the new one that came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah. That
And
I'm gonna expand on what you said on LA Knight. I said it since Jey Uso started getting his push. He's an over character with the 4 letter catchphrase. LA Knight is the same thing, except he can talk and actually work a match.
exactly, LA Knight is 10 times better than Jey Uso. Like at least as a single star, Jey Uso in a tag team by far probably top 3 workers in a tag team. I'll give him that.
100%.
The whole LA Knight and Jey Uso comparison is just so upsetting to see someone who I genuinely just don't like now. There was a point where I loved the Usos, where I liked Jay, where I'm like, hey, good for him for finally breaking out as a single star. Now I wish I can erase all that shit from my mind. The whole Yeet thing.
He's been insufferable, dude.
I don't. I honestly think the reason Jey Uso is getting this push is because Kevin Owens is hurt. That's just my theory. That's just the way it is. If like I think if Kevin Owens doesn't get hurt, he's in that position on Raw that Jey Uso's in.
Yeah, that's fair. But I just think it puts the shitty thing is I just have a feeling Jay's gonna win.
Not
I,
against Oba fucking Femi, he's not.
nah,
I'm sorry to get loud, but
nah, I think Brock's gonna cost Oba. I
no.
think
Yeah, that's
Brock's gonna do
If
something.
like at least from like my way of thinking, this is so if anybody's listening and you want to think of how I get behind my creative thoughts behind this, the way I think that they should do it is Oba goes in there and beats Jay clean. Yes, I think that should happen because why the fuck are we building up Oba to be the ruler to be the next guy if we're not pushing him and letting him win clean? And I think if you want him to be the next guy and you want to push this feud against Brock, you let him win the King of the Ring, against the beast. Like, come on, what are we thinking?
that
And
that's the only way I see Oba losing is via Brock interference. That's the only way Oba loses.
We haven't even seen Brock since he fucking destroyed Oba. So like he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back and he's gonna do something.
when Brock contradict or WWE has been contradicting their own booking for like the last like 6 months. It's not even funny. Lesnar retires, and then he comes back, and What if we're thinking ahead? What if we don't even see Brock ever again?
Yeah, good point. But
There's a
then
possibility that actually happens.
that's,
Yeah.
that's continuous problems with WWE and inconsistent booking, man. You book Gunther to be this dominant heel, retiring people, and then he's been losing to Cody on bullshit.
Yeah, what happened to the Gunther who retired AJ John Goldberg?
That's what I'm saying, man.
What happened to that guy? Like, are they saying in canon?
It's
In
because
canon,
Gunther's on that Ilya Taporia run.
he is on the Ilya Taporia run, and Cody Rhodes is, I guess, Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, you could put it that way. I mean, he got three big names:
Just,
Cena,
just not autistic.
AJ.
I
Who else
mean,
is in
you
there?
don't
Retired
know that.
Goldberg, yeah. Cena, AJ, Goldberg, three big names, and then he went up against Cody and got his ass whooped, and now he's not
Yeah.
scary.
Bro, WWE is so upsetting to watch right now. It's
I,
actually,
I I know, but it is what it is, man.
bro, fuck Jey Uso, but let's talk about something else.
Did you wear,
Um,
or just
Yeah.
to bring it up really quickly, or just because they're in London and it was in the morning, I was able to catch like the first hour of Raw yesterday, and Jey Uso like literally yeeted for like 6 minutes and then was blown up his whole promo, and like Oba had to carry. It was like it wasn't hard to watch, but it was like this is acceptable. Like this is the like Ultimate Warrior and Hogan would run down to the fucking ring and they weren't huffing and puffing as much as you are, dude.
Speaking of this whole new warning shot bullshit, what the hell is that? It legit gave me secondhand embarrassment.
This your warning shot. Bah!
Yeah,
Like,
no idea what he's going for there, but it completely gave me secondhand embarrassment.
I
I
think
don't know.
he,
The fans kind of popped for it. But it's one of those things where it's like I feel like they're
yeah,
gonna
they're
cheer for what he
stupid.
says no matter what.
Yeah,
The
But
fans are stupid. Respectfully.
it's like, uh, honestly, I think that they've been handling Obo wrong since the second he hit the main roster. If you ask, that's just me though. But
No, they are.
honestly,
They are.
because
honestly, I feel the way they've done Oba is great. Like they've made him look like an absolute beast, made him look like a machine. We'll say I was on record saying the clean loss to Brock would have hurt him, but the way they did it, it kind of just completely threw out my opinion on that because they still made Oba look like a damn beast in it. I'm disagreeing with both y'all on that. I do think Oba has looked phenomenal on the main roster still.
He only looks strong because he beat Brock. But
like, what has he
like
done? What has
it
he done since then?
yeah, like how
And
many
Mania
more
was two
people is he
months
gonna
ago.
bury?
Exactly. My thing is like the second he beat Brock, he should have been pushed to the world title. We have seen Roman Reigns hold a belt for like the last 6 years on and off.
Unfortunately,
We do not need Roman Reigns as a champion. Roman Reigns does not need to be champion to tell the Bloodline story. We've already seen that. So I do not know why Roman Reigns is champion. I mean, as a CM Punk hater, I'm fucking happy that he pinned him 1, 2, 3 clean. But Roman and Oba should have been the match that they pushed for immediately after Backlash or for Backlash. Like I think it's Oba should be world champion right now. It's his
I,
time. It's his game. He's over as hell. He's got the moveset. He can work. He's a big meaty man who slaps meat. What's there not to like as a world champion?
I understand the choice to have Jacob because Jacob beat Drew fresh. So I understand the point of having Jacob first, and that's why I was okay with Oba being the King of the Ring tournament to at least give him a purpose to try and chase that world title. That's why I'm hoping Oba does win, but it's Jey Uso, man. He's unfortunately probably not.
Yeah, the shitty thing that I'm actually genuinely upset about King of the Ring is the fact that we're not gonna get Oba versus Javon again.
But we'll get it eventually, man. I'm hoping that ends up being a Mania, WrestleMania main events down the line.
That has to be a Mania, a main event. Like maybe like 2 years down the line or like a year down the line when Oba's champion.
They'll
Have Javon.
probably they'll probably do the NXT Triple Threat rematch for Mania main event, which was Trick Williams,
Oh yeah,
Oba,
dude.
and Javon.
Throwing
The way that they've been booking all three, I would not be surprised.
throwing
I do
Mel and
think
Braun in
Javon
there too.
a little better. I
Yeah,
do
you're right.
think.
Javon Evans is a very special talent, and he could be getting treated better. But I honestly think that that's like the next speed champion.
Yeah, I do think he's gonna get a heel turn at some point. He has to. There's no way he doesn't.
You got to convince me on that. I love Javon as a face. I got to see him work as a heel before I'm convinced on that.
Oh, you need to watch his
Jay
indie
Malachi,
stuff.
brother,
Oh yeah, true, true,
go to
true.
Deadlock Pro Wrestling and watch any Jay Malachi match. And
Yeah, the way he was flipping off the fans and calling
and
them like dumbasses, like
Nate,
he was a good heel.
it's crazy to think he's only like a couple months older than us,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it makes me ashamed.
but he's so bouncy.
You look at us specifically, Giovanni's 21. He's already in WWE and everything. You got me and Julian who are stuck in the indies still.
Yeah, probably gonna be stuck in the Indies for another. Well, let's put it like this: while Javon Evans is probably gonna main event his sixth Mania, me and Nate will probably still be on the Indies.
I've already been there for 5 years, man.
Hey, there's only growth though.
Good point. Okay,
All right,
well, King of the Ring, that's it. Queen of the
King of the
Ring, Queen of the Ring, Liv and Io are the finals.
EO.
Yesterday, Io cut a promo. I think they were gonna do the whole standoff between her and Liv Morgan, but I don't know if you guys know. Dirt sheets going around. Apparently, Liv Morgan fucked up her ankle. Julian Dream style.
So she messed a little
Explain.
backflip off the top rope.
No, I can't remember who it was, but they were working a triple threat match at a live event, and somebody jumped off the top rope and completely fucked up Liv's ankle, like landed on her.
Wait, hold on, pause. Explain the Julian Dream thing.
All right, so early, like literally like January 3rd ish. It was a Saturday. I was training at Professional Wrestling Legacy. Shout out PWL Academy. And one of the last things, or it wasn't even the last things we were doing, but it was just like the last thing of the day. It was me and John Gallo. Shout out John Gallo. Uh, I looked at him and I said, "Yo, I want to try a backflip, like just running off of the rope, Daniel Bryan style, like how he does his running backflip, tucks and lands." So I do it the first time, didn't land it. Okay, not a problem. I go to do it the second time, landed immediately straight on my ankle. Like if I twisted it, like just picture like a crazy twisted. Like I didn't land flat on my foot. I landed like with my ankle like bent.
Ay.
Oh,
So
that's
I
some
just
SpongeBob shit.
exactly. So like I came down full weight on one leg, and yeah, I messed up my ankle. I was out for like 2 months, 3 months.
Hey, that's professional wrestling for you.
No, I
Yeah,
mean, Loki was kind of my fault because I should have not been doing that shit in the first place, and I also did it in fucking Converse. But it's a learning experience. We live, we learn, and we move on. I'll never do that shit again.
it's all good though. Now he's the GM, beefing with John Gallo, but now he's the GM of Pro Wrestling Legacy.
And Junga, you dirty bitch.
Yeah. You started trash talking me too, but now we're getting a little sidetracked. Back to Liv and EO. We all know my thoughts on Liv being in the tournament. I still don't agree with it, but I'm hoping EO does pin her and win the tournament and go right back after her and face her at SummerSlam for the title.
Yeah, it doesn't really or I mean, it does make sense, but it's like the thing is that like that I don't like to see is the same old shit every time. It's like we see the same matches, the same things, and it's like why do we got to see Liv and EO once just to see it again a couple months down the road?
Yeah, that's why I never agreed with EO being in the tournament, but I think it's just because Valkyrie got injured. They wanted to continue that feud, and then Valkyrie getting hurt just kind of derailed that.
Yeah,
But
I
Liv
do.
Morgan's the champion though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So if she wins, the Queen of the Ring should be Queen of the Ring and champion, and she would wrestle Rhea, or no? Who's the WWE Women's Champion?
it's Rhea Ripley. Rhea and
Okay.
Liv are the two women's champs I know.
When it comes to women's wrestling, I blank out. It goes all over the place because last I remember it was Jade Cargill holding it, and then she dropped it at Mania, and then I didn't remember if Rhea had dropped it to Liv or if Liv was holding the World Heavyweight Championship. So that's why I had to ask for some clarification.
No, yeah, Liv won the title at Mania and Rhea won the title at Mania. So those are the two right now.
I don't know. The only opinion I have is EO better win.
Yeah, agreed.
EO has to win. If Liv wins, I'll actually get like the. I'm not gonna compare her to Jey Uso, but it's on the same stance of like I'm just getting kind of tired of him.
It sounds like trouble, trouble.
Okay,
Trouble, trouble.
go to hell, Julian. Damn you.
All right, what else is there to talk about?
For WWE, not pretty much anything, but we could talk about the Big Daddy this weekend, Forbidden Door.
Hell yeah, my most
Ju-
anticipated pay-per-view so far.
Julian, heads up, Gianni gets like a massive hard on for AEW.
Goddamn right.
You're all elite.
I am all elite. Which is crazy because I used to hate AEW. I used to hate it. I used to hate how they did their storylines. I hate how they like made decisions and then they reverse it. Like the main example is when Adam Cole turned heel on MJF. They made MJF the bad guy, which I
Because I just don't think, or not to discredit MJF, but it's just his character does not work as a face. Like when
It
you
really
try to give him
doesn't.
the when you try to give him the sympathy, when you try to give him the yes he could cut a great promo, yes he could get you to feel for him, but I just don't think like wrestling as a face it just does not work for him.
Not at all.
like that's true, but it's just the fact that as a face with Adam Cole, he was pretty good. He was pretty good as a face. He wasn't even like fully face. He acted
He was
like a heel,
yeah
but he was
he was tweening,
he was pretty much what a heel, but at least he was nice in the
Yeah.
sense. It's
or
just crazy how
there
they
were heels just working bigger heels.
yeah, and it's just weird to me that MJF was the bad guy there when Adam Cole, the Kingdom, Wardlow just turned on him, and then MJF came back. Everyone was so hyped because he's getting his revenge, and then he turns heel on Daniel Garcia. I actually kind of bought him as like a tweener, but
It was better for MJF because MJF does his best work as a heel. Like the past couple world title reigns have been stellar.
it just sucks because I'll never forget what Adam Cole did. Piece of shit. I'm obsessed with Adam Cole, but good
Yeah,
lord.
I think I was watching that pay per view at Dave and Buster's actually. Yeah, I was with some friends at Dave and Buster's watching that.
Or just a little fun story about Adam Cole. No, just kidding. I don't know him personally or anything, but when AEW was here, when he wrestled, I was gonna call him Kyle Protostar. I don't know why, like my brain just blanked that way.
I
But
mean, that's also true. That's also
that's his
true.
nickname, but it's not his wrestling name. But when they wrestled here, I was literally like 2 feet away from when he fucked up his neck on the ring apron, and
Oh, that's right.
I think I might have witnessed the end of Adam Cole like 2 feet in front of me, and like I watched his soul leave the where was it at? Shit.
I think it was right. I think it was right at the ramp. No.
No, it wasn't. No. I'm talking about the arena or the
Oh, Coliseum.
yeah. I watched Adam Cole's soul leave the El Paso County Coliseum.
So it's because of you that we don't have Adam Cole.
It's not because of me. It's because of Kyle Fletcher.
No, it's
We still
because
love you,
Julie
Kyle
did.
Fletcher. Though we still love you. No worries.
Yeah,
No, it's because of
that's the wrestling
Julian.
game. It happens to the best of us.
That's true. I'm pretty sure I have the Forbidden Door matches somewhere in my head. I think.
I have an image right here. I haven't pulled up.
Oh hell yeah! Nice, nice.
So the main one I see in the top right of this graphic that intrigues me: Swerve and Osprey.
Ooh,
Dave Meltzer's going cream.
I'm already creaming just thinking about it.
I can't blame you, man. Osprey, I love Osprey, dude. I really do. He's probably the best wrestler in the world, and Swerve since joining AEW has really stood out. So just two fantastic wrestlers butting heads, man.
Yeah, it makes me really forget that Swerve was with Hit Row back in WWE. It
Oh my
really
And
makes
god,
me
you
forget.
just brought back a memory I didn't even know I had. Hit row. Top dollar. What was it? Ashanti De La or what was his gimmick?
Ashanti Adonis and B-Fab.
Oh my goodness, I forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah,
How the hell is B-Fab the only one still employed? By the way, AJ Francis and Ashanti are arguably better wrestlers than her. Same for Swerve. How is she still the one in
yeah.
WWE?
Apparently, I just found this out. Apparently, Ashante is in AEW.
Huh.
Yeah, but I haven't seen his ass.
Yeah, he probably does ROH or something. One of the many ROH guys.
Yeah, but the Will Ospreay and Swerve match, I think it's gonna be the most. What's the term again? The underselling or the no sell?
Oh, the no sell fist.
Yeah, it's gonna be the biggest no sell fest ever.
No, Swerve's kind of up there with his selling. He likes to make things look more devastating than they actually, or not that than they actually are. But every Swerve match that I watched, he's always going. The one that I think is gonna go crazy this match is fucking Osprey.
When is he
Osprey.
never?
Yeah, that's true. When does he never? That's a good point. I'm not the biggest fan of Will Ospreay. Saying he's the best wrestler in the world when Seth Rollins exists is kind of crazy. I'm just
You
kidding.
know,
I
I
just I'm
respect
just
that. I
kidding. I'm
respect
just
that. I
kidding. I'm just
respect
kidding.
that take.
I do not think
Seth
Rollins is a
Rollins
better
is better
wrestler.
than Will Ospreay.
I do
Seth
not think
I
Seth Rollins, or I'll say Seth Rollins is more entertaining, a better entertainer than Will Ospreay, and Ospreay's a better wrestler than Seth Rollins. But like, it's just they each have their own to pick. It's like comparing an apple to an orange in a sense.
no, I fucking respect the hell of that take though. I gotta add that.
that that is real as hell. But the God, what's the match I'm like not excited for? I know there's a match on there that I just don't give a shit about.
I'm gonna assume Mercedes and Maya World maybe.
No, that one's not that bad. It's for the Owen Hart.
That's the two Owen Hart matches: Swerve and Osprey and Mercedes and Maya World.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if Maya World is somehow able to pull off this win. I'd be
Yeah,
very
she's
surprised.
definitely not winning. Mercedes is going back to back.
I don't know. You also got Thunder Rosa on the card.
She's on the card.
Thunder Rosa and Olympia.
Oh, it's a buy-in, right? It's a buy-in match against the Dominion.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's one of the matches I don't give a shit about too.
I
I'm not.
I I,
I
I
don't
blame the
like Thunder
Dominion.
Rosa. I'm not a fan of Thunder Rosa. Just because of stories that I've heard other people tell on YouTube. That like obviously, if you have the time, go look into it for yourself. But I that and the way she wrestles and her character, it's been the same since like literally the 2000s. Thunder Rosa, it's something that like it was fun, and now it just kind of got old for me. Same thing. She's kind of like
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa is AEW's version of Charlotte.
Yeah, fair.
That's so real. Holy shit, you're right. She is AEW Charlotte
If Britt Baker was still around, it'd be Britt Baker, but Britt Baker is MIA.
for some unknown reason.
Yeah,
But
That
for some unknown reason.
for some unknown reason. But God, what are the other matches? I know. Isn't Tekla defending
yeah,
her?
Tekka's facing Starlight Kid.
Oh, that's fucking whatever.
Yeah,
That's
if I was versed in Stardom, I'm pretty sure I'd be excited about it, but I'm not versed in Stardom, so
I
it's
I do dabble in some Stardom, and Starlight Kid is fucking amazing. Like she's actually lit as fuck. It's just very unfair to put her against Tekla.
I mean, it should be a good match, but they're probably gonna put it on the spot of the card where it's just gonna be like a whatever
Yeah,
match.
probably the second, either the second inning or the third.
Yeah,
Brother, it's just a forbidden door card. They had to get someone from Japan to fight Tekla.
Yeah,
good point.
that's kind of the thing. Like, I really hope, or not even that it's like the forbidden door, but I hope one day that they do another sort of pay per view. It's just guys off of like everywhere off the indies,
So like
not
another
just
all in
not
kind of.
not just specifically Japan or yeah. Like, I mean, it would be cool to get guys from Mexico, Canada.
I'm
You
actually
know,
speaking of that kind of match. I am excited for fuck. Who is it? It's the Young Bucks versus
It looks
Shingo
like
Takagi
oh the yeah
and and it was what Mystico and someone else.
yeah, it looks like Mystico, Mascara Dorada, Bucks, and then two Japanese dudes I don't know the name of.
Yeah, Shingo and
It's some dude with a
whoever the
mask.
fuck his name is. Yeah, Shingo's fucking awesome. He's imagine Samoa Joe if he was Japanese.
Okay, that's high praise.
Yeah, that's Shingo Takagi. I some would argue he's better than Samoa Joe. Some would
I
argue.
would I would I would argue that Samoa Joe is Japanese.
Oh yeah,
I would
No,
argue
I'm,
that
I'm just
Samoa
kidding.
Joe is black.
Samoa Joe's every race at this point.
For real. But
Absolutely.
Other matches on the card: the wrestling god Kenny Omega and the technical god Zack Saber Jr. I know Gianni's probably creaming for this one.
For who?
Kenny and Zack Saber Jr.
Yeah, yeah, but like for the match or for like or for like one of them specifically.
All of the above.
Well, you are very right, my friend. Cause holy shit. And Kenny said it perfectly. For those who don't know, Zack Sabre Jr. Like in the conversation of best technical wrestlers, you have Brian Danielson, and then you have
you
Nigel
have Zach
McGuinness.
and Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, and Zack Sabre Jr.
I would argue that you could throw maybe a Kurt Angle and an Eddie Guerrero up there.
If we're
Oh, Kurt
talking all
Angle.
time, yeah.
Yeah, all time. Kurt Angle and although I don't like the guy, Bret Hart. They fucking outclass these guys.
I would say more Owen than Brett.
Yeah,
Oh
fair.
yeah, Owen. Rest in peace, Owen Hart. Mwah. But for like a base wrestling fan, it might be a bit boring because technical wrestling.
It,
But
it, it, it should be fun though.
it
I
should
think
be fun. It's two of the best.
this might be a bold prediction, but I think that this is going to be one of those matches that like you want to get someone into wrestling, you show them this match.
I can
Yeah,
see it.
yeah, I agree.
It's going to be really technical. I really hope that they don't go for 30. I think like a solid 22-minute contest between these two would do the job. Um, just because essentially they're not necessarily in their primes anymore. So I would not want to see a 22-minute or like a 30-minute scrap fest if they can't necessarily do the crazy shit that they were doing in Japan.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
it's gonna be a good one. But it's just gonna be really interesting to see how they go about it.
What y'all think about John Moxley and Bandito?
I'm just seeing that now, dude. And Bandito, I've sung my praises on many times. I love Bandito. I think he's probably the best luchador in the world behind Dominic Mysterio. I am excited for that match.
Yeah, it should be at least decent, mainly because of Bandito. Not to like shit on John Moxley,
See,
but
the thing with Mox is he'll give you a good match no matter what. Mox knows how to. He has enough psychology to make it a good match no matter who he's facing.
I think that's just his style, like his storytelling.
yeah, that's
Like
true.
I don't
I
when you watch a John Moxley match, you're not getting like a 35-minute graps and scrap style fucking match. You're getting a very storytelling, like he's bleeding, he's telling like a lot of stuff is going on in a John Moxley match as opposed to like a Kenny Omega or like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless it's Darby Allin, where Darby Allin would just let you kill him.
for
Yeah,
real.
that is true. But to go back to talk about Bandido as a huge Brody King guy, got introduced to Bandido off of him, and then I started looking into more of his ROH and his Ring of Honor stuff, and started seeing more of his match with 2019 All In was kind of fucking crazy.
Bandito, man, like I said, second best luchador in the world behind Dominic Mysterio.
Saying that when Vaquero Star is walking the planet
Ah,
is
yeah,
insane.
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, what the hell, bro? Vaquero Star is like outclasses every single luchador. I mean, you can name.
That's profe. That's profe.
Okay, well, that being said, we got three more matches we can talk about real quick so we can wrap this up. This one, I know they're not going to win, but it really hurts them if they don't. The Dogs challenging Cope and Cage for the tag titles.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be.
It's mostly on Cope and Cage. We love them, but they're boring nowadays,
Yeah,
man.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say what I want to say. Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, please retire, please. Like, don't get me wrong, I am thankful for everything that you two have done for professional wrestling, but like at this point in your careers, y'all do not need this.
At least Cope, man. Christian was doing just fine on his own. Once Cope came in, that's kind of dragged him down a little bit.
Yeah, not to diss on Cope. It's just really hard to like get invested in them now.
It's hard to like watch them. We're not hard to watch them wrestle, but it's like it's kind of scary because it's like knowing Edge's history and stuff. Every time I watch him wrestle, I'm like, fuck, is this gonna be the last time I watch him before he breaks his neck or hurts himself and he's out for goodsies?
Yeah, and it's a bit scary because they're gonna be in the ring with the dogs, and like Clark Connors himself is just like a pretty scary guy to fight.
I'm hoping they give that at least some time to be good. Like it's probably gonna be like another blow off match, but I'm hoping at least enough time to be decent.
Yeah, I feel like this won't be if let's say Cope and Cage do lose their titles, I don't think it's gonna be the last of them because I think if we're gonna get a retirement from any one of them, it's gonna be at respectfully a bigger show than Forbidden Door.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, or it's gonna be at like All Out or like All In or Dynasty or if they're in Canada at some point. That's like the only way I can see them continuing to like give them that moment.
Honestly, I could see them like once their contracts are done. I could see them going to WWE for like a couple months, having a couple fun matches, and returning there.
Eh, I'd rather see Cage stay in AEW and revert back to like being kind of a manager.
Fair.
And for Cope, he just needs to retire and go back to acting.
Yep.
I honestly wonder if one of them or the both of them are gonna have producing careers.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
they
mean,
would
Like
probably.
for sure Christian Cage probably, but I think once Adam Copeland's done with wrestling, I think he just becomes a family man.
honestly, it'd benefit AEW to have their mindset behind the scenes and everything. You know, Tony Khan, he can book, but we need like good producers to help with matches and everything too.
Yeah, and I don't think they have many notable producers who were wrestlers
I think
that
at most just
really.
Jerry Lynn.
What's up?
I think at most just Jerry Lynn.
Well, yeah, just Jerry Lynn. But other than that, though, I do think any one of them could be a very good producer for the show.
For
But
sure.
I'm scared for the day that like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks finally call it quits and they go on to be full on producers.
oh yeah, Kenny's close.
Honestly, that'd be killer, low key.
Yo, Kenny's close though. He's getting close.
It's gonna be so sad. The day Kenny Omega retire, I'll give you. I know you guys didn't ask, but I'll give you my top three just because we're discussing Kenny Omega. But my top three in order to 3, 2, 1. It's gonna be Kenny Omega, Finn Balor, and Bryan Danielson.
Valid list, honestly.
Yeah, for
So,
me, yeah, for
or
me, I
go
would
ahead, Jem.
say, I would also say, like right now, I'm going right now. I'm not saying all time. Right now, I'm probably gonna go Seth Rollins, Kenny Omega, and Bandito. Not all time, but like right now. It's really hard to it's just hard to find anything bad about Kenny. And he's getting close. He literally said his time's coming up.
I blame all his recent health issues, man. That's it. I know Kenny probably wants to continue more, but all the recent health issues, he kind of has to start thinking about it.
Well yeah, brother almost died.
What about you,
So
Nate? You wanna give us a top three for the one time?
yes.
Honestly,
Honestly, yo mama.
I got to put more thought in it. There's so many good wrestlers nowadays, man. Actually, no, I'll say it. Cosmo Ryan, Marty Snow, John Gallo.
I'm inspired.
That's so fucking real, bro. Bro, you shed a tear in my eye. That was beautiful, Nate.
I have to shout out the boys for the one time. Marty Snow is the holder of the quickest match in AEW, by the way. Sure, he got killed by Hangman, but he is the holder of that.
Oh, that is true. That's actually true. If you go and you Google it in the AEW record book, Marty Snow does hold the record for quickest match in AEW history.
Yep.
Hey, that's how El Paso does it.
Hey, a record's a record.
Hey, we just built like that. Although it's a loss, although he got slept by, Hangman Adam Page, that
Hey,
is a record in my book.
that's Hangman Adam Page.
No shame in that.
No shame in
For
that at all.
for real, there is no shame in that at all.
Hey, shout out Pro Wrestling Legacy. Mwah. Kiss on the foot.
Love you guys.
Mhm.
PWL forever.
Mm.
With that being said, we got one final match on Forbidden Door. The 6-on-6 steel cage match. Conglomeration, Darby Allin, and
Oh, it's
Konosuke
gonna be so
Takeshita
good.
against MJF and the Don Callis family.
It's
The
gonna be so good.
conglomeration.
Yeah, the conglomeration is one of the goofiest assortment of people I've ever seen in my life.
That's why it's called the Conglomeration. Just a
The
bunch of random
conglomeration. Like I just like the name. I think it's just a fun word to say. The
The
conglomeration.
conglomeration.
Like
Yeah.
when you say the word, well, obviously because the team has done a good job of like making it that way. But when I hear the word conglomeration, I just think of Orange Cassidy. Like it's just an Orange Cassidy level word.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would say he's probably like the captain of the group.
I would say so too. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, because I know on MJF's team it's what? MJF,
It's
It's
Kevin Nash.
MJ.
basically it's
It's
basically just the
MJF.
Don Callis family, no?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
MJF, Okada, Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight, Jake Doyle, and Andrade.
Jake Doyle. Why did they have to do that to Jake something?
No idea.
yeah, they had to give him a legal last name.
I was gonna say, what are the chances, or what would you guys think of Jake Doyle possibly becoming a Death Rider? Like, I think like he needs to be in the group like that.
I don't hate that. I really don't.
Yeah, I
Either
don't
either
either.
I was thinking the Death Riders or the Dogs, but I don't think he fits with the Dogs because they're English. But Jake Doyle, man, or like literally, if you let him be Jake something, I think he could be like the heavyweight guy in AEW.
He could.
Honestly, I love the team of him and Mark Davis when it was a thing, so I just keep that together. That was a great team.
Nate,
Oh,
do me
that's
a
so
favor.
sad.
Do me a favor. I'm more than sure you already know they exist, but go and watch any of his tag matches with Speedball Mike Bailey,
Which
and
one?
it is
Oh
and
yeah,
it
that's
is
right. I forgot they were a team.
and it
Yeah,
is
they
it is
used the
like
team in DPW.
it is orgasmic. I'm picky about tag team wrestling, but those two as a tag team, man, oh my god.
Yeah, they were genuinely so good. I think
Like
Yeah.
their finish, Nate, was Speedball would get on Jake something's shoulders and he would hit a fucking shooting star press.
Damn. I was assuming Ultimate Weapon, but damn.
yeah, they were genuinely so good together. Although it is a little upsetting to see Jake something as kind of just a background character in the Don Callis family, him and Mark Davis do make a killer tag team.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's
because
that.
they're two big white guys.
Yeah, the two big beefy dudes who just kill each other or kill people.
Yeah, kill each other. The fuck? Where's his betrayal coming from? Hmm.
I don't know, man. I was speaking too fast.
Hey, you know something we don't?
No,
Nate All Elite confirmed.
Yeah, Nate's one of the
that,
fucking writers in the back.
that graphic does exist because of a friend. So
Nate Rivers is all elite. I need to see that now.
I'll find it.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna post on the Instagram.
the whole match is a steel cage, blood and guts type of deal match. So that honestly, it's gonna follow the same formula like mostly they all do. Just 12 people beating the hell out of each other. Gonna be blood, gonna be weapons, gonna be everything like that. Darby might die officially.
I think it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that's it.
I,
They always are, man. They always are. Like I said, same formula, but they always manage to show out.
yeah, who's on the other team? I
Uh,
don't know if it's a conglomeration, but I know it's
It's Mark Briscoe, the conglomeration, so Roddy Strong, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and then it's Takeshita and Darby Allin.
yeah,
yeah, what a
And then
random team.
and then on the other side it's Kyle Fletcher. I think it's Okada for sure, MJF, and then you got Mark Doyle,
and Kevin Knight,
Kevin Knight, and Andrade.
Andrade.
How you know?
How you know?
How you
I
know?
Uh,
Just to
but
take a second
also
to put over Andrade. I love Andrade.
Andrade's always been great, man. Him versus Gargano is one of my favorite matches of all time.
I like his new thing that he's doing now. The whole wearing pants to the ring and then wearing trunks under it.
Very
he's
Garza esque.
yeah he stole that from Angel Garza.
It was Hector Garza that did it first.
He stole it from Hector Garza.
Man, he got it over.
But we got to wrap up, so I'll say it quick. Shout out Los Perros del Mal, by the way, their return.
Oh yeah, let's give our opinion on that because me and Nate were talking about this.
So Los Perros del Mal, I love the bringing it back. Daga and Los Garza, great choice. Carmen and Bronco, I'm a little questionable on.
But honestly, my whole history with Triple A and all that has kind of just really started as I started my career with Legacy. I was more into the American style and Japanese.
Me and you both.
I really didn't look into the whole Mexican lucha libre style until I got into the business. So I really don't know about Perros de Mal that much, but I do know that like La Parca and LA Park was in it at one point in time, and those two are my favorite luchadors of all time.
Yeah,
I
Hector
So
was in
I
it
believe
at
so
some
was
point.
Penta, Taya, and Phoenix at one point too.
I just know it's like a heel for groups or a group for heels to just sound I think that's what it is, but I'm seeing a lot of people give Undertaker credit for this. It's gonna be interesting to see how they do it.
Dude, he's been booking AAA fantastic. Me and Gianni talked about it before. He's been the MVP of WWE, man. He's booking AAA so fantastic.
I would do so many things for Undertaker. Holy
I
shit.
wonder I wonder who's on his writing staff.
Whoever it is working because it is great. The mass versus match was fantastic.
It was literally
No,
the best match I've
that's
watched this year.
easily Nate. Would you agree with me? Like, or at least in the like lucha libre matches that I've seen, like with my own two eyes, that has got to be like at least like a top three match all time,
Yeah,
and
I
not three
agree,
or two.
100%. I agree.
Yeah, it was so good. But to to go back to the group, me and Nate were talking about like how like who we'd switch for it because I do agree Carmen at least feels so random. Like it feels she
I think
like
they just
she
needed a chick.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
It's
what I was
just
kind of thinking. Like,
You're a heel. You're a chick. You're gonna be in the group.
yeah, it just sucks because there's so many other girls who I think would fit better.
Or my thing is how are you gonna have a AAA group and it be mostly WWE guys?
Yeah, except
that,
for
that,
Daga. Daga's the only one. Like I looked at it for a second. I thought it was Lucian because OTM, but then I looked at who they tagged in the photo and it was Daga. Yeah, and I'm like, that's fucking Daga.
I was
Like,
wondering
what's
where
he
he's been
doing
too. I
there?
haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, I thought he was just that one dude. Apparently, he's the leader.
It makes sense.
I mean,
I like I
he's
like the
he's the
choice.
only one he's the only one. He's got the most tenure.
I love the choice of Daga and Los Garza. I do, but if you kept it up to me, I would have put Pagano in there as well, and I probably would have put like a heel Natty or like a Chelsea Green in there or something because a heel Natty could very work in Los Pedos de Mal.
I love Los Garza being in there. I think that they should just stay in Triple A, get him off of Raw, keep him over there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like all they're doing on like the main product is
It's just, they're
like,
fucking with Danhausen. That's about it.
yeah, that's like all they're doing.
You don't
But
fuck with Danhausen though. We all know that.
yeah,
Danhausen, I love you, Danhausen. I
Thank you,
actually met Danhausen. It was a really funny story of how I met Danhausen.
thank you for uncursing the Knicks, by the way, to put the bitch ass Spurs in their place. Julian, you know how I feel about that.
Fuck Victor Wembanyama.
Agreed.
Or since we're talking about basketball, I'm a Miami Heat fan, and we just won the Giannis sweepstakes. So I've been cloud nine, like literally since last night, like literally the day we're recording this, like the morning of Giannis got traded.
About time it happened, man. About time it happened. The rumors for years and it finally happened, and now the Heat just have zero bench. That's the only thing.
It's all good. I'll play point guard.
All right, fair enough. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is officially safe to wrap up here. That was Graps and Scraps, episode 4 with our first ever guest star, local wrestling legend, Julien Dream. You guys got anything else you want to say? Sign off to the fans?
uh,
Go ahead, Johnny, since this is your podcast.
guess what, guys?
What's up?
Chicken butt.
Word.
All right. Julien, you want to get one in since you're our guest today?
No, thank you guys for having me. I'm sorry for interrupting. I'm probably like the worst person you could get when it comes to podcasts. And let me tie up my thought from earlier before people think I'm like racist and was going on a whole Trump spiel. But I think that no matter who you support or no matter who you voted for or no matter the circumstance, whatever, that it's just super cool for all the athletes involved at the White House just to be able to have that moment like in front of everyone. Was just really cool to see, and I hope it happens again.
It's too
Hey, look
expensive,
at
man.
that.
It'd be great, but it's too expensive to happen again.
Look at that guy. What a nice fella.
And shout out to my friend Alex. He wanted to start a podcast, and we just never really figured it out and how to do it. So now that like we kind of got the experience, maybe one day we could get it going, the four of us.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm down, bro.
So yeah,
Hey, stay
shout out
tuned. Stay tuned.
shout out my good pal Alex.
Yes, shout out Alex. I don't know you, but mwah, kiss on the forehead.
Well, all right. I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen. One final time. I'm Elvito Nate Rivers, co-host as usual.
And I'm Gianni, the amazing
course-
co-host.
And of course, our special guest, Julien Dream. One last thing, Julien, sign off.
Go to Pro Wrestling Legacy. Every other Friday we have our shows. If it's not us, it's the Lucha City. Some great wrestling in El Paso. Support indie wrestling. Support all wrestling. Yeah, support local. Love you all. Thank you for everything. Good night.
I forward that message and you're out of here.
We're out.
Stand up! Watch out, you're in the zone now. Watch out, they taking notes now. Watch out, they're trying to divide us.